Here we're going to talk about dating and 11 tips to finding the one. And so, tip number one, be yourself and focus on showing your authentic and genuine self to ensure that you qualify those that you are with. And so people will be weeded out during this process. If you show yourself, then those who are attracted to who you are will be attracted to you, and people that aren't really interested in who you are, they'll just be weeded out. So definitely be your authentic and genuine self. Help them qualify you as a good fit for them. Trying to be someone that you're not is just not sustainable in the long term, and it could also prevent you from finding a meaningful connection with someone. And so when people are attracted to you and wish to be in your life more, they will show it. And so actions speak louder than words. Allow actions to bring you closer to others. And when actions bring you apart, que sera, sera. Accept whatever happens. And, all things do happen for a reason. So separation can be a blessing in disguise. Tip number two, be yourself. Be your best self by taking care of yourself. Live a healthy lifestyle and exercise, foster a fulfilling career. Be your best self. The more you are situated and have all of your life fulfilled, the easier it will be for somebody else to join you in your life, and the easier it will be for you to find someone that is best for you. And so, be your best self, and that person will come along so much easier. And tip number three, do fun social activities and meet new people, such as, joining social clubs, volunteering, attending events, doing sports. If you live a fun and optimistic life, then people will want to be in your life and have that too. Tip number four is be confident and approachable. By allowing yourself to shine, smile, and open up your posture, be friendly. And so overall, I recommend that you don't shy away from showing what you excel in, discussing the things that you love, etc. Because, when you discuss the things you love, you can help qualify others and help them qualify you as a great fit for them. And so be sure to ask questions to get to know them and allow them to ask questions to get to know you. Allow yourself to be your best self and shine in front of others, and you shouldn't be afraid of sharing all the things you love and all the things that you're good at with the person that you're interested in. Tip number five, let others talk more by asking them questions and being a good listener. When normal banter slows toward awkward silence, you don't always have to be talking. But when things get awkward, questions can fill the space and make moments interesting for both of you. So everyone loves talking about what they love. So, when things get a little quiet or awkward, you can always ask a few questions to deter from the silence and awkwardness. And, really allow that person to really explain the answers to your questions and explain the things that they love, because everybody loves talking about this themselves and the things that they enjoy and the things that they love. And so allow that person to really, talk and really enjoy listening, because by doing that, and being a better listener, and then also enjoying the silence when it occurs, it'll allow you to just have a more calm and enjoyable demeanor for others to also enjoy just being around you. Number 6, be open-minded, because your best partner may be someone truly unexpected. Socialize with different personalities and backgrounds and interests, and help you find someone that is compatible with you. If you're not open-minded, you might miss out on the most amazing, perfect person for you, and you may not even realize it. So, do be sure to give others a chance to get to know you and get to know others as well. Do not, limit yourself. Socialize and, make friends. And if everything goes further to become a relationship, great. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. And tip number 7 is know what your wants are and your needs. Get to know your potential partner's wants and needs and see if they both align. Even if you don't align or do not fully align, you may still be compatible, or you both can take actions to support the wants and needs of each other. And if you can't, then you're probably not a good fit. So, there is an equal give and take to relationships, and, it can be powerful for you both to know your wants and needs and see if you are a good fit for each other, by seeing if you both match each other and what you're looking for, and are you able to have the most fulfilling life together based on your wants and needs and your both capacity to support each other in those wants and needs. And tip number 8, try online dating sites. So I personally found success via Match.com, a relationship of 3+ years, and you can go about online dating and find success there. It really just depends on, how you're going about it and, who you bump into along the way. So be sure to meet in public places early on, just to ensure things are a little safer. And there are definitely tips to, enhancing your success on online dating platforms. I personally do love the manner in which I went about my dating profile. Just like the tips I provided above, I actually posted photos of myself, and then I posted a couple photos of things that I enjoy, like activities and mountains and stuff, and hiking. And it was really funny. This one time, this guy messaged me and said, nobody on this dating website wants to see photos of mountains and stuff. And I'm like, well, you know what? You're obviously not the guy. I basically excluded and dequalified him really quick, because if he cannot glance through a few photos of what I'm interested in and get the hint that I'm interested in these things, then obviously this person is not right for me. And so for me, I took a strategic look at the photos I was posting, and I included a face shot early on, a couple activities and things I'm interested in, and then a little bit more personalized like body photos or face photos at the end. And if you can't get through my interests and the photos of the hiking and mountains and, photography, because that's what I'm interested in, then you're not going to get to the end and you're not going to get to the best part. So, for me, I enjoyed forming my description and then strategically implementing photos that also tell the individual about my personality. And those who are attracted to, starting a conversation and maintaining conversations, those are the individuals that I do the same for. And in the end, you can definitely use your profile to qualify and disqualify individuals on the online platforms. And so there are some common dating sites that people use. For example, OkCupid is a popular dating site. It's usually focused on interests, lifestyle, and other factors when you're kind of trying to find a partner. Match.com is one of the oldest and most well-known dating sites. It has a lot of different features and really helps you find a compatible partner. Bumble is a dating app where women make the first move, and they give women more control over the dating process. Tinder is very popular, and it allows you to swipe left or right to help you find a match in your location based on your preferences. Hinge is another popular dating app. It focuses on creating meaningful connections and matching you with people that share similar interests and values. And so tip number 9 is, ask someone for coffee or brunch or somewhere that's low-key and relaxing, that's not, too stressful with too much pressure. Early on, the idea is to just show your interest and maybe get to know the person a little bit more. And so when you're attracted to someone and you want to have more conversations, and then dating may get a little bit more intimate over time, and shift from lunch dates to dinner dates that are a little bit more romantic and personalized and individualized, where you can get a little bit closer and get to know each other a little bit more. And so you can definitely utilize different activities, times of days for your dates to strategically allow you both to get to know each other a little bit better. So I think daytime dates are great for like a more relaxing vibe to have a little bit less pressure for that situation. And then there are a lot of great dating ideas that you could just simply Google online. So some interesting dating ideas, you can go stargazing, you can go dancing, you can check out a bookstore together to show that you're interested in reading and learning and growing. You can go to a movie theater or a concert, a sporting event like basketball, baseball, hockey, or football. But I would definitely ask the individual like what sports they're interested in, because for example, I'm not really interested in baseball and I don't know if I could sit through the entire game. So maybe I would accept a date to a baseball stadium and watch a game, but I think it would probably require me to be a little bit more interested in that individual instead of just like a first date. And then you could also, go golfing or go riding bikes around town or walk along the river or go to an arcade, take a dinner date, go ice skating, or, a lot of different options. So for those individuals who think that, they can't do dating and that dating is really hard and it's really stressful, I really think that these individuals need to be a little bit more open-minded, because dating isn't that hard. You need to just be yourself, enjoy the journey, and realize that there's so many options in the world for things you can do, activities you can try, different meetings or events or meetups that you can try with this individual. And most people are going to be open-minded, and especially if they're interested in you, they're going to not be too stressful within that situation, because they want to be with you just like you want to be with them, and that because they accepted your date. So dating isn't as bad as people make it out to be. Really just go with the flow, find out what they're interested in, and plan a date based on what you both enjoy. And during the date, have conversations that flow based on, the other person. Don't force anything. Just, if silence happens, silence is a good thing too. And if you are all talking the entire time, that's fine as well. And that could be great. And definitely, the more smiling and laughing, the better. And so tip number 10, be sure to offer insight into like what attire you should wear during the date. If you're the one planning the date, it's definitely helpful to provide a recommendation to the other person, especially if you're planning the date for them. So I always appreciate someone telling me this, because I would like to be ready and not overdressed or underdressed or just misdressed. And just knowing up front can really reduce pressure or accidental misdressing moments, which can be really stressful or cause you to suffer. Like, for example, like if you're going on a date and it's freezing out, and you're just not wearing enough layers, that is just miserable. So I would rather know upfront. And that's another reason why it's always best for someone to pack extra jackets, because how adorable is that when someone offers you their jacket? And so definitely bring like an extra blankie or a jacket along the way, because it can really be a little bit more romantic and cute when you planned poorly and the other person is just prepared. That's a great thing. And so it's a very nice romantic gesture when someone cares enough to offer their jacket. And you don't want the other person to have to suffer by giving up their jacket, but it's always nice that they offer. For another example, I always enjoyed painting my nails, and I really enjoy gel nail polish that changes colors with temperature. And so I did show my nails to my date, and on at least one occasion, my date actually took it upon themselves to realize, wow, your nails changed colors. Are you cold? Would you like my jacket? And I was just like, whoa, that's cool. That's really, really sweet. And, they offered me their jacket, and, they were paying attention to my nail colors, and yes, my fingers were cold, and the change in temperature did show that my nails were changing color to a different color. And in the end of the day, it was really nice to have someone with such attention to detail who really cared and, noticed. And so that was really great. Be sure to know your deal breakers, and so know what personality traits, what actions, and boundaries you're just not willing to accept within your relationships. Know what boundaries that when they're crossed, they're just not gonna work out. So there are deal breakers that can cause an end of a relationship, and I think it's very important to know them up front, but also to communicate them earlier on, because if you don't set the foundation for what you're looking for, then how can you expect that person to uphold them or just simply embody them? Or if they don't agree with them, you want to know early on so then you can just move on to someone who does align with your values. And so definitely voice your deal breakers and what you're looking for early on, and ensure that your dates have a similar values and interests, and ask them what personality traits are they looking for, what are their deal breakers, what are their boundaries that they just need fulfilled. And by asking them, what they're interested in, and you could do it in a fun, adorable way, that person could, answer the question like, wow, I think you're amazing, and you're the perfect fit for me. And it could be a very fun situation, and it could end in a lot of compliments, and you both find out that you're pretty perfect for each other based on what you're both looking for. And then if it ends up that you both are not what each other's looking for, then that's helpful to know early on, so you don't really go too deep into a relationship that just isn't going to go anywhere. And so that is all. If you're looking to find the one, I think the most important key item is that you want to know what you're looking for and what they are looking for, and really see if this situation that you have is, founded on, firstly, attraction and intimacy, but also that you both align with regards to your, values and your other needs as a human being. And so, really make sure that their personality really fits with you, they really balance you out, and you both are able to be happy and enjoy time together. And so that's kind of how you know that you found the one, is when you both can easily go into your situations and your dates without really having to try so hard. It just, everything becomes a little bit more natural, and you're both able to be yourself, and your values align and your personalities just seem to mesh pretty well. And so I think that is all. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.